Yeah, nah man, you know we gotta do a joint for the ladies, right? So every club worldwide, we gonna move y'all like this. Come on, bounce, bounce, bounce. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. It's Friday night when the club lines be out the door. Watch the silly.
Okay, welcome back for the last segment. Let's see how far we've gone. Okay, we're running a little bit long. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but then maybe I'm lying. Okay, as you guys know, for the fellas, I know you guys are not probably feeling the same from the originating HOtt PiXX as it related with a whole bunch of beautiful women back in the day. It was really to empower those up-and-coming independent models, those trying to get in the game, and it's evolved. Well, now we're getting into the economic empowerment of things, and the players of any particular industry, not just specific to looking at beautiful women, okay? So today, it's really the best video games of 2017, and even if you're a video game player or not, you have to recognize the industry because probably most of you guys are more consumers who's enjoying this. And I'm the one that's playing catch up to see how I need to recognize, because I have not been able to participate as much, but I follow where the evolution of the industry is going. So what we're going to do is talk about the best video games of 2017 and just give you some information about it. Dollar sales of video game software and PC game software combined to reach $744 million September 2017. That's not including the rest of the year. That's just up to this point because that's the latest data I received. Up 49% versus a year ago. Year to date, consumer spending is up 7% compared to a year ago at $3.7 billion. They do more with less. I mean, literally go, we don't have to put out a lot of games. All we have to do is keep expanding the game we got. One of the easiest recipes, and so I'm gonna go over the game, and Mario knows we don't get a lot of time to play video games because we're actually playing this platform. so the only way we get time is when we sit back and say we have to skirt our duties, and we can't afford to do that. So
Pornhub or video.
Hey man, look, so what I'm going to do with Mario is more or less say, here, I'm going to give you the information and which video game you think is king of the hill. All right, they're all mixed up, in no particular order. So I'm gonna go to the first one, just to give you what they call, you need to do your job. And do your job means Call of Duty World War II. Here's the specs on it, just a little bit. The game is set in the European theater and is centered around a squad in the 1st Infantry Division, following their battles on the Western Front, and set mainly in the historical events of Operation Overlord. The multiplayer expands to different fronts not seen in the campaign. The game earned over $500 million within its first 3 days of release. On December 20th, 2017, it was confirmed that the game had generated over $1 billion in revenue, making it the highest grossing console game of the year in North America. Mario,
imagine a movie.
Dude,
imagine how much better that is than say,
dude,
the hit movie.
Ain't got to worry about no actors. Dude.
Compare, because I'm saying, let's really compare those. That's why you see the commercials now for them so regular. You've seen commercials for Call of Duty.
And let me say this: there's also an evolution that's taking place where I'll get to it without giving it away. I don't want to give away what I'm seeing is the trend within the video game world. But hey, that's the first one. Let me go to the next one because I'm just going to give you the review and you tell me where your game of gamers are. The next one up, Destiny 2. Here's the reading. Players assume the role of Guardian, protectors of Earth's last safe city, as they wield a power called Light to protect the last city from different alien races. One of these races, the Cabal, led by the warlord Dominus Gaul, infiltrate the last city and strips all Guardians of their light. In Game Informer's Reader's Choice Best of 2017 Awards, the game came in second place for the best co-op multiplayer and for best shooter. They literally, the part that I'm getting into now is, it reminds me of when they say, did you watch the SAG Awards last night? And you have to go best supporting actor, best screenplay, best. So what they have in their own world is say, we actually can get recognized for particular roles in the particular video. And I like that. That part gives more education to how they're saying, notice this area has been enhanced. Notice also they said, what I love about it is it deals with multiplayer. That, Mario, is to me the thing that catches my attention. See, it's making me want to go, oh yeah, multiplayer.
Well, then you could get a team and go get them.
Oh, all day.
Well,
So
maybe we need to do that.
See, you already there. See, so I'm just letting you know that we're just going down the list to see which one actually draws your attention and you think is the player. All this information I'm giving you is not consistent to each one. I'm highlighting and see if you can make your determination. Let's go to the next one. You know, this one is funny because they had to start the campaign and didn't have enough time to switch. So here we are. That's Kyrie. He's a Celtic. They did switch it. It was fast. I have to give it to them. The story on how fast they had to turn around and go, dang, they had Kyrie, but he was a Cavalier, and then they had to switch it over to for the game for the Celtics, meaning they had to do some adjustments within the software a little bit, but not much. So NBA 2K18. The player mainly plays NBA games with real life or customized players and teams. Games follow the rules and objectives of NBA games. Several game modes are present and many settings can be customized. In terms of commentary, Kobe Bryant and Kevin Garnett appeared as guest commentators. So we got our first, what I call celebs, that is recognized to fuel this. Mario, if you wanted to have commentators on NBA 2K19, which NBA players would you say, no, go get them? Go get them. Would Charles Barkley be one?
Yeah.
Would you get Charles Barkley to commentate? You probably would. Okay.
I mean, he has color, definitely has that.
Okay, here's another one. Is there anybody who could have been better positioned than Kyrie? If you had to think of another player, Kyrie's it.
No, there's a bunch of them that may be better.
Kevin Garnett. So it makes you think, right?
Oh, definitely. In terms of the commentary, I wouldn't have chose either one of them.
Right.
Specifically, I wouldn't have chose Kobe Bryant. He hasn't proved. At least I've seen Kevin Garnett and know that he can be funny or witty or whatever.
Right. What about the cover?
But I don't know about Kobe.
What about the cover? If you had to pick another player on cover for 2K.
Oh, there's a bunch of people you could just.
So something is trending.
Whether it's Curry or Durant.
But they got Kyrie.
Westbrook, or even George.
Right.
Or even Harden or Chris Paul.
Right.
You have a bunch of people, or LeBron even.
Right.
You have a bunch of people who could be looked at for this.
But you know they picked this.
You know, you could have chosen Giannis, even though
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
You're right. Look, I'm there too, dude. Yeah, and the reason why I say that too, also just to make a point of when they did the NBA players voted their number one vote getter for themselves, it was Giannis over everybody.
Okay.
So he is a player.
Yeah, so that's true.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. All right. Let's go to the next. The next is, this man, I have to give it to him. Madden NFL 18. Did they get it right or did they get it right? Look at the picture. It's already done. So let me read.
I could buy this just because of that.
All right, that's Jack.
I don't have anything
Wait a minute.
Him specific.
No, man.
I don't have anything specific.
So your argument is going to be get Tom Brady off.
No, I'm just not a Patriots.
I understand, man.
But Brady, I don't really specifically have.
Let me say this. I'll start following everybody when they go, when that team keeps winning. They keep showing up. They keep playing. And you guys don't develop a champ, beat, You did it with the Lakers. Lakers kept going, kept participating.
Beat the Patriots, no, I think they do.
No, they don't have no chant. There's not a system.
They don't use it in Boston.
Wait a minute. No. Mario, it's not the chant.
Well, let's see what Philly does, because Philly will have a chant,
right.
Okay?
And you're not supposed to say beat the Patriots. You're supposed to beat the city. Beat L.A.
And Minnesota's not going to be that expensive to travel to. So I would expect a contingency of both. And they're used to cold weather. No, they're going to show up there.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Both cities are going to show up.
But then nobody's going to get tired of the Patriots and start a city against chant. See,
well, I don't know. Philly will do that. And have a sandwich, too.
Make it roll off your lips.
Philly will have the...
How you roll Boston off of your lips? Beat Boston. It's not the same. Beat L.A. It has a...
Beat Boston as a double B. Beat Boston. Bite Boston. BF Boston.
Let's go.
Okay.
That's Jack. Let me read this.
BF Boston.
All right. NFL 18, Madden NFL 18 introduces a story mode known as Long Shot. I like that. Story mode. The first such mode in the series, Long Shot, follows Devin Wade, a quarterback from Matthias, Texas, as he tries to reach the NFL and includes high school and college football games. The first appearance of the latter in EA Sports games since 2013, when EA ended the NCAA football series as well as the NFL Scouting Combine. The game won an award for Best Fantasy Team Mode and at Gamers Informer's 2017 Sports Game of the Year Awards. So what I like about this is that it has a story mode. So, the part I'm saying is, isn't this reminding you of social media? That whole thing that they're incorporating, your personal involvement.
Well, it's obviously, or social media, that's adding movie-type themes to games, which has been a tendency for quite some time.
Right.
The creative point would be adding it to a sports game.
Right.
Because it's been a part of other games. In other words, that's specifically... Like when you talked about, like the ones we talked about, the action films.
Right.
So those ones have scripts built into them. And that has been the tendency. May also represent the fact that you're having more women players.
Yep.
So that's changing the nature of the storyline to some degree.
Absolutely. And that part I do enjoy about it. Okay, good. We got that. We only got a couple of more. Let's go to the next. This man's name is known before he got into this world. Mario will know about it. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. Tom Clancy, Ghost Recon Wildlands is a tactical shooter game set in an open world environment and played from a third-person perspective with an optional first-person view for gun aiming. Players play as members of the Delta Company 1st Battalion, 5th Special Forces Group, also known as Ghost, a fictional elite special operations unit of the United States Army under the Joint Special Operations Command. It won an award for Best Cooperative Multiplayer at Game Informer's Best of 2017 Awards, Best Comeback and Multiplayer, and Best Cooperative Multiplayer in their 2017 Shooter of the Year Awards. It was also nominated for Outstanding Achievement in Online Gameplay at the upcoming 21st Annual DICE Awards. You know Tom Clancy, don't you, Mario? Got background on him. Book writer? Author?
Well, there you go. That's what I'm saying in terms of applying. Now, you could think back to how they did the sports ones.
Right.
And who wrote that. That would be interesting to go see.
Right.
But again, yeah, this is the tendency. The games, this was the big move even a while back, Vic.
Yeah.
The fact that the characters, the scripts,
right,
and the characters were now being given first level attention.
Yep.
Especially with the fact that as players,
right,
you get to adopt a particular character. So they were writing really good stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
this just goes to show how legitimate it's become because they're recruiting named people.
And here's the part that you're talking about. Most authors go, I hope my book gets turned into a film. He's already experienced that, and now it's moved over incorporating the video.
Way more than books.
Unbelievable how he's had an evolution.
Right.
He's in his third lifetime, man.
Way more than a book.
All day. All right, let's go to the next. You know, this is going to be for those who I say it's a new player in the game, and the new player in the game is called The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Similar to the original Legend of Zelda, the player begins with little instruction and that's what I like, and is allowed to explore freely at their own pace. Breath of the Wild introduces physics engine to the Zelda series with consistent rules, but also let players approach problems in different ways rather than trying to find prescribed solution. Love it. Entertainment Weekly ranked the game first in their list of the best games of 2017. Eurogamer ranked the game as number 1 on their list of the top 50 games of 2017, while EGM Now ranked the game at number 1 in their list of the 25 best games of 2017. Not the normal type of player you see in your top games. And let me just say this for anybody who's going to probably contest this. These particular ratings were really done, and it was a report done based on the numbers and the reports through September 2017. So it did not include what they call the fiscal year, because you can actually pull this list up again of the best selling videos and go from January to 2017. You can pull it up again today and the list changed, but you know I'm gonna tell you the top 3 positions stay in the top. Now we're gonna go run down and see if Mario can go and pick, here's the gamer games that I like based on what we presented. Let's take it from the top, Mario, and see which ones you like.
Well, I'm going to be a tendency towards certain kinds of things, and I was thinking about that.
Right.
Really, Call of Duty to me.
You like Call of Duty?
Even though I'm not big into war things.
Right.
The fantasy aspects, what I've seen, look very good. But I have to tell you, just the first couple of ones make you wonder. This Destiny 2.
Right.
And of course, you think about these platforms, because in today they're coming out on multiple platforms.
Right.
So that's part of knowing what to buy.
Right.
I'm least interested in the sports games.
I knew you were. I knew you
I
were.
just am. I'm just least interested in it, even though I would be willing to give it a try. That's not just for the NBA team game, but the Madden game also.
Right.
So I'm least interested in that. Tom Clancy, again, I have interest. This is more my thing for escapism, I guess. To be part of the clearly defined something or other, even though my politics so often gets in the way of those things.
Right.
And then The Legend of Zelda, again, I don't kind of get it, but for me, but again, this may reflect again the growing trend to have games more for women.
Right. And here's the other thing. NBA has to survive off of celebrity pros and jocks. Yeah. If you do it without familiar faces, it will not sell the same way.
Totally, and that's why. But it doesn't work for me to make those. Even though I get to try.
Right.
I so get to try, and totally would embrace to try myself. Try to write the game to include these other elements. Right. Try to add. So I really embrace the effort thing. Yeah. And that maybe alone would make me try the games. Right. So the NBA, the addition of the Kobe commentary, that, and then in the NFL, the whole storyline. Right. Just to investigate those would make me try. Right. So what the thing was, I was talking about the features too, and you hit the nail on the head. By the way, the number one, Call of Duty, World War II. Number 1, list. Number 1. It just works. It just works. And because of the features, and that's the whole thing we're being and we're in an environment now where everybody's going like, hey, this digs into what you would think is, I said, well, it's not dominated by male players. I know women who love this game, man. So the fact that they're based on history adds something to the element, okay? Right. That makes it maybe less offensive for me, kind of. Because I don't think that is glorifying the war in that sense, and that's what I'm afraid of. Right. But I don't think it is, and that's my issue. But again, it doesn't stop me from looking at it. It's just something to consider. My number 2 for me, Destiny. Number 2. It is number 2 rated. Our choices are exactly the same. Yeah. In the same order. Yeah, that's it.
Those two hit me after
You
that.
didn't like the Tom Clancy thing?
No, you know what the time? No, I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying.
Tom Clancy one, which is down here.
Yeah, Ghost Recon. I like it. I'm not saying I don't. I don't know. I think the part that I like the multiplayer environment. I don't like prescribed solutions. There's certain things I like where they say the journey has not been prescribed where you have to have these solutions. It's done. It's ongoing. You know what it reminds me of, Mario? And I didn't watch any of these, but what women were talking about back in the day with soap operas. There was not a solution at the end of the show. It kept going.
Well, I think these are, for what I understand, that is very much a part of how almost all of these are being written now.
Right.
So we'd have to see.
Right.
We're not used to them, but I understand that that's part of the open-endedness
Right.
and the user interface.
Absolutely.
No. It's in there, we know, but you don't get to know what the different endings could be.
That's right.
They have multiple endings
Right.
that get to be affected by what. So
And
obviously they're in there, but you don't know what they are.
Right.
And that's the way they get you today, that they get to surprise you.
That's right.
With the alternate endings.
There you go. I'm going to be doing a part 2 on this because I only hit the top 6, you guys. So you'll get a part 2 because the list contains 25 gamers. Also, the up and coming, those who are maybe game changers. Hey, man, I'm out. That was your HOtt PiXX.
Yeah. Nah, man. You know we gotta do a joint for the ladies, right? So every club worldwide, we gonna move y'all like this. Come on. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. It's Friday night when the club lines be out the door.